Maybe. I think we're live. We're live. Great.
We
Awesome.
are live.
We are live. We're gonna let this just heat up a little bit. Just like a good old fashioned batch of cupcakes. We're gonna let it rise to the occasion here.
All right.
But
I'm done.
we are three phoenixes this evening rising to the occasion. We're gonna talk some comics tonight. But in true John fashion, I love putting people on the spot. Let's see. Mark, minute to win it. What do you got?
Minute to win it. We are representing South Dakota and Tennessee. And we are representing New Comic Book Wednesday. Hopefully you got out to your shop, got those new books, got those old books, hit the bargain bins, hit the trade rack, whatever your shop has. Maybe you're buying Funko Pops. That's all good too. But hopefully you get out to your shop and just kept it nerdy, kept it comics, because that's how we do every Wednesday.
That's a very good minute to win it. I definitely approve of that. I guess we'll open the show and rock and roll. So without
That
further
was
ado,
literally a minute. Well done.
Mark is very
Well
immaculate
done.
with his
Getting my
work.
timing down.
That's right. All right. Well, I'll give you the best drum roll I can on a glass desk. Hey everybody, it's a comic book look. It's your boy John on Demand, aka Hairback. I don't know, just rocking a fresh cut. Shout out to Johnny Blaze or Danny Ketch, whichever you prefer. And joined by co-host extraordinaire, brother from another mother, great from another state, Mark, aka the begging and boarding bad boy, the grading and boarding bad boy. That might be in the future if you start getting into those slabs. But Mark is joining us here, and of course, you guys, the comic book hot rod on the lot, Sam, still new guy, probably will be for a while, so it's just going to stick with you. But the hot rod of the comic book look team. Bringing a fresh, young, youthful perspective to these comic books. And we are a comic book look proudly sponsored by Rainbow Comics. If you're in the Sioux Falls area, stop by 42nd in Minnesota and say howdy, preferably Wednesday through Saturday because I'm working. And then if you're in the Lincoln, Nebraska area, you can stop by and say hi to Taylor and the team down there, and we'll help you out with your comic book needs at either location. But how the heck are you guys this week?
Hanging in there, doing well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been good. It's like I'm still getting used to those 3 days off things. So a lot of times that last third day, I'm kind of like, what am I doing right now?
What's the meaning of life?
I gotta go find something to do.
Oh yeah, I hear that. I hear that a lot. It took me some getting used to as well. So really quick here before we jump into all of the cool stuff that we're talking about, I did want to put in a plug. We have an event going on tomorrow at Rainbow Comics, and so if you guys are cool, I just wanted to do a quick screen share and lift up kind of just this really neat event that's coming to our shop tomorrow night, which is insane. So give me just a sec here. I just have to pop this out. Make it a unique window. We'll get this going. And I just wanted to talk through this. Mark, are you watching the Mandalorian at all?
Man, I've not even started season 1 yet.
What? All right. Well,
yeah,
we're making a quick field trip here, you guys, to the Rainbow Comics Facebook page. All right. And for those of you that are tuning into YouTube, consider following the shop on Facebook as well as a comic book look. But right away here, you'll see we have Mr. Jason Font is coming to visit us on September 15th for an in-store signing event. Jason is actually the Red Time Force Power Ranger, as well as co-starring with Jason David Frank in the upcoming film Legend of the White Dragon. So he will be here in Sioux Falls on September 15th. Excellent opportunity. But we're going to scroll down just a hair. You see our beautiful mugs here because we're live right now. You see Casey and I, we were live earlier on Rainbow Live. But we're going to keep going down here a little bit. All these cool eBay things. And lo and behold, we have an event tomorrow night. Actress Emily Swallow is the brand ambassador or the ambassador for the 605 Pop Culture Con. Who's Emily Swallow? Emily Swallow plays the armor in The Mandalorian. And she's going to be flying into Sioux Falls to come to Rainbow Comics to do a signing event, meet and greet for 2 hours tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m., and it's going to be amazing. So those of you that love your Mandalorian, those of you that just want to support a great cause, the 605 Pop Culture Con, it's powered by Voices Against Cancer. So this is battling children's cancer and bringing awareness to that and support to the families. And Emily is a champion of that. So that's why she is the ambassador for the con. She's very passionate about it. She is not even going to be at the show on Saturday. She has to fly back she's going to Canada, I believe, for a separate convention out there this weekend. So she's flying out just to come to Rainbow for 2 hours and then she's heading back, which is super cool. So a great opportunity for our area here. Consider checking it out. It's tomorrow from 5 to 7 p.m. and definitely just an exciting time, for us. We're quite giddy about it. So I just wanted to just take a second, lift that up. I'll go ahead and pull that off there, though. Get our beautiful mugs back up here. Other than that, this weekend, 605 Pop Culture Con, the first of the 2 cons here in Sioux Falls. So on Saturday, that will be at the Sioux Falls Convention Center with just a myriad of awesome guests. Definitely check them out. It'll be a good time. I personally will be at work, so I don't get to go, but Rainbow Comics will be there. Amanda is running the table for us. So Sam and I will be at the shop holding it down, and Amanda's going to be rocking and rolling. So definitely stop by and see her. And I know for sure we're going to hopefully have a lot of supplies for your art prints and the different sleeves, that kind of stuff. So just to make sure all of your belongings that you get that day are safely taken care of. So definitely stop by our table. But without further ado, I guess we should talk about some books. Boys, I have to say, this week on the new comic wall, absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Night Terrors really popped off. There was like 12 like specifically Night Terrors books.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. This was completely a crazy week for me. When you see my stack, it's insane. I know we're not talking about all the books. I actually got a ton of back issues as well, but there's some pieces in here I am just over the moon excited about. Might be Moon Knight, I don't know. But yes, we're just gonna lift up a couple of books that we bought tonight and why, and we'll kind of call it our top 3, I guess. So who wants to go first? Because I still have to pick mine.
I'll go first. I'll go first. I at least want to show this one off beforehand because I think it's just fitting with theming. The theming of me, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, what? Boom.
And that was our manager had literally went like, "Hey, I think you need this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
You're right. You got
I'm
me.
just mad that how much is like, "Yeah, he's right." Yeah, all right.
So what's going on in that set? Tell us about the publication.
It's literally like Tales of the Teen Titans. It's not just Cyborg. I just learned that myself. That it's actually like Starfire and like I think 2 other characters in it. So you might get like a Tempest, or you might get a Dick Grayson. Like just I think it's maybe it's their origin story, or maybe it's just a short story in their life. But judging on the cover here, it looks like they're doing origin.
Nice.
Right there.
Nice.
Which I'm okay with because I don't think I've sat down fully and read the original origin of him. Because I know the New 52 origin and everything they added onto that. But like the 1980s version is not, I haven't read that one yet.
Heck yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Have you read a lot of the surrounding time period, like Teen Titan literature?
I read a little bit. Like
Okay.
I've read the first like arc of the new Teen Titans. That's
Awesome.
what I have. I have touched that. And is that really it? I've read a little bit of like. That's about it, really. I think I've read the 0 Hour stuff. That might be a little later, I think. But like if you're talking specifically this time period, I read the first arc of New Teen Titans, and that's about it. So I'm actually intrigued to see what comes of this.
Yeah. No, heck yeah.
So it
That's
starts
awesome.
it all.
Yeah. It's funny too, because like, we see like the show Teen Titans Go and some other, appearances in some of the DC animated stuff. And it's just such an interesting team to me. I personally haven't read a lot of it. I have dabbled in it, but I'm obviously mainly Marvel with my stuff. But it is a fascinating group. And I will say that HBO Titan show, oh gosh, chef's kiss.
You've seen it? I haven't seen it yet.
I love it so much. Like that's one of my guilty pleasures. So I absolutely adore it. And Doom Patrol, I still need to watch the whole thing, but Cyborg's technically in there.
I mean, yeah, I watched the first season of that. That was very good.
Yeah. Shout out to Brendan Fraser. I know you're watching
course.
this, Brendan. Be phrase. It's fine. Yeah. That's awesome. Good pick, man. Holy smokes. Well, we're just starting out very dynamic tonight.
Yep.
I'm not going to try to follow that, so I'm going to tag Mark in.
Just go with Fish Flies here. This is issue number 1 from
Hey,
Image
yeah.
Comics. Jeff Lemire writing it. There was a free comic book day issue.
Yeah.
And I thought it was okay, but this was like blew that out of the water. This was
Was
like,
it same
phenomenal.
literature in the free
No,
comic book?
honestly, I can't really remember. It seems like
Okay.
it was a little bit that led into this, if I remember correctly. I'd
Okay.
have to go back and read that. It was like back in May
Yeah.
when I read that. But this was just like phenomenal, from artwork to writing, just pacing of story. I really loved this.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with the fish fly insect. They apparently they live a very short life and die very quickly. But
It'll make sense for the two things combined, I suppose. Fish
Yeah.
and flies.
yes. So yeah, and then basically they're just a bunch of kids just being like authentic kids. They're like on their way to a convenience store, and there's like a robbery that goes down, and then to say really anything else spoils it, but you can see kind of what happens here on the cover as well. So really
Yeah.
recommend.
Yeah.
So is this book in the Sweet Tooth universe?
It's not, but if you enjoyed Sweet Tooth, I think you would enjoy this.
I'm in.
Okay.
I love Sweet Tooth. So I
Because
was
know
actually
he
thinking I
did
needed
that, and the art looks very similar to
Oh,
Sweet
yeah.
Tooth art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That makes me so excited. Thank
Y'all
you.
seen
for saying
season
that.
2 of Sweet Tooth?
Yes.
Haven't even finished the first season yet.
Okay.
I'm very far behind.
So
Yeah.
good. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I adore it. Thank you for comparing that too, because and Sam, thanks for bringing that up, because that officially sold me on it. I meant to get it because we talked about it today, and I completely spaced. So I will absolutely get that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even follow that. Holy crapola. I mean, I'm excited about my stuff, but geez Louise, you guys. Okay, so up first, I love me some werewolf, and I'm already collecting this series. So when Moon Knight has a Werewolf by Night variant, not to mention the Maria Wolf Lopez variant 1 in 25, which she's going to come to Sioux Falls this fall, I am so excited about this. So yes, I scooped it up right away. I was like, I absolutely need this. And I'm very giddy about that, and I'm totally getting it signed this fall. But I love Maria Wolf Lopez. I love supporting her. So definitely giddy about that for sure. For my first one. And Moon Knight, I literally have 1 through 25 plus the annual issue. I haven't read a single thing yet. I'm debating on if I want to, because I have a lot of the old stuff, and I kind of want to save some of that for my show, the Comics by Night stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. TBD. All right, Sam, I am back to you.
Oh, I just read this right before we started up. It was literally just the first one off the top of there that wasn't like a Night Terrors, because I want to read all those in one swing. So I just in the mood for all the nightmares and stuff that they put in there. But so I read Wildcats 9. Wildcats. I have completely like submerged myself in the 90s teams from Image and all of that. And it started with just a pure curiosity, but now I'm just like, I'm submerged fully.
Heck yeah.
Because I'm reading the old stuff and I'm picking up the newer stuff. And it's kind of weird because I'm meeting it all in the middle, where I literally knew nothing, and I started reading a new series, which kind of expects you to kind of know some of these characters. This one definitely does that. Like, if you picked up issue 1, I feel like you'd still be kind of confused at times who some of these characters are. Like, do you not know who Death Trap is? Well, hopefully you do, because otherwise you're not really gonna know what's going on with a lot of these characters. So going back and rereading all the older stuff is making me appreciate this run a little bit more. It's still written well and it's still pretty fun. And like Cole Cash is just, Grifter is really fun. Any chance I get to read Grifter is gonna be pretty fun for me. But like actively going back and rereading the old stuff from the 90s is giving me more appreciation for this run again, because they actually like stick to what the characters are kind of like, you know.
Heck
like
yeah.
they're I guess they're in line with how those 90s ones did it, and the art's really good in it. And Cole Cash has to make an incredibly rough decision in that book. So if you want to see what that is, I mean, Wildcats number 9.
Heck yeah. So, in comparison to the amazing show we've been watching on YouTube at the shop, Sam,
Yeah.
how does this hold up compared to these books, or vice versa?
You know what? This is going to be a weird thing to say, but I find that show does a better job explaining the characters than that book.
Wow.
As mostly because like the show is very like, it's Saturday morning cartoon. It's like,
Yeah.
my name's Firebird and I launch it, and like they say
Yeah.
whatever they are.
I'm
Every
smart.
time they'll do a catchphrase to make sure you remember it.
Yeah.
And that it's corny and hokey to the max, but you know what's going on and what these characters do now.
Yeah.
The character of Maul in Wildcats, I had no idea what he was this entire story, like what his powers were. Turns out he's just kind of a strong dude with like things on his back.
Oh,
But I would never have picked up on that
yeah.
unless I watched that cartoon instead of read this book. So I don't know, it's still really good, but it does rely on you knowing some stuff ahead of time.
Yeah.
So I just like for the whole series.
Oh no, Sam, come back. He froze.
Up on me too, yeah.
Yeah. Sam, you froze. It was really epic though. I wanted to capture it. I might just go back and screen grab
Oh,
that
God.
expression.
Well, how did it land? How did was that?
It was kind of a derp, like
Oh, of course. Of course.
We'll meme the hell out of it later. It's fine.
All right. I'm here for it.
Yes. Oh man. All right. Well, awesome pick, man. And I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And it honestly, the more we watch the show, I'm kind of like, I kind of want to read some of this now just to get familiar with the Wildcats. So we'll see. You
Doing
know,
its job.
it's a
telling
game
you,
of-
you should read Wildcats if
it's
you
a
like
game
the show.
of time, Game of Thrones, really. All right, Mark, what you got? Because I gotta pick mine.
Following up on a 90s icon, we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Stranger
I've heard
Things.
some good stuff about that.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of people are picking this up, but it was actually really good. It wasn't anything that like floored me because it's very predictable. It's exactly what you'd think it is. It's the Stranger Things heroes and the Ninja Turtles teaming up against both those squads' villains. You've got the TMNT villains. Won't spoil too much. It doesn't introduce Shredder. It does introduce a classic villain from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe, and then it references the big bad guy from Stranger Things. And they're going to be teaming up. So I'd imagine it's going to introduce, with a couple issues, Bebop and Rocksteady, I would assume will come in there eventually, and Shredder and all that. But it's got that humor of like Dustin and like all the characters from Stranger Things. Their characterizations are really good. And then the Ninja Turtles, I don't know if you can tell or not, they're wearing just their red bands.
Oh,
Classic look, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I thought that was interesting and cool. But a solid first issue, though, for sure. I
Yeah.
definitely enjoyed it.
That's awesome.
Wasn't it like Raphael and what's her name, 11? Is like the 11's the girl character,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
side powers, whatever it is. Didn't they have like a really cool interaction in that one?
I think
About
they
the,
exchange like witty lines a little bit with each other.
like, didn't she have to like wear one of the cloth and he was just like so not about it? Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Well, like he
it
like
probably did happen though.
it was like a takes the red cloth.
She
and
does. You had to go into like her psych powers.
And he
Yes, I
actually
didn't
has a little
realize
thing. It's
that
like you
that's
don't
what she
you don't
did.
deserve that.
Oh,
And like it was kind of a clever. Yeah, Raphael would have a problem with that.
Yep.
Yeah, with his attitude.
Got to earn your spot on the team.
Mhm.
That's right. Oh man. Well, how the heck do I follow that? I guess I can. I was going off about this earlier on Rainbow Live, and I'm so excited about this. I picked up Darth Vader issue 36 not because I care about what's happening with Darth Vader at all, but because my boys are back in the book. The evil droids, Triple
Yes!
Zero and BT1 are back in the cut in this book for whatever reason. There's some event going on, and I don't know, you guys in our Facebook group, A Comic Book Look, if you're tuning in through YouTube, consider joining our group. I lifted up the Star Wars Dark Droids event that's coming up. I'm getting all of that. I'm here for it. Evil
There's also going to
droid.
be another series called Dark Droids D Squad.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. I am so in. I love the droids of Star Wars world, so I'm in. So I got issues 35 and 36 because Dr. Aphra actually enters into Vader in the Vader series on 35. And I've collected Vader on and off. I just stopped because of space right now. But Star Wars has always been kind of a fun one for me with Darth Vader and Dr. Aphra. I have a pretty good portion of it. So who knows? Maybe I'll round it out someday. Don't tell Casey at Rainbow though. So
It's pretty cool to see that Star Wars comics, well, and Star Wars material in general isn't so focused on the Jedi right now.
Yeah,
For once, that's actually kind of rare.
it's
Where they're
awesome.
not like super is like who's going to be the next lightsaber holder. It's like it's about the bounty hunters right now, and it's about the droids. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, that was my second book, and now I have to whittle it down to my final top one, which I think I have it. I think I do. We'll find out. But Sam.
I did not come prepared with a second book, so I'm just going to reach right over to the third book.
Oh.
So I'm going to reach right over to what I have right neck here.
Boom.
Just see what it is.
What do you got?
This is actually pretty perfect for you specifically, Johnny.
Uh-oh.
I have
Oh,
Peter
God.
Parker and the Spectacular Spider-Man. Apparently, it's him and the Human Torch fighting against Morbius.
Yay.
I think I bought this in a singles issue at a con like a couple of years ago. This is going to be one of the mural books for my wall
Yeah.
because I love the cover of it. I
Yeah.
have no idea what the story is,
Heck yeah.
but I imagine it's going to be, Morbius going like, I could really use some blood right now. And they're like, man, we just can't let you do that though. That's pretty much how it goes.
Celebrity sighting, you guys. Sleepy Reader is tuning in. Sleepy is an amazing human being out from the beautiful states of Oregon, and has been tuning into a comic book look for years. It's so good to see you, and thank you for checking in. And we got to do another video together soon, Mister. So and talk some books. It'll be fun. So, that's an interesting pick though, Sam, and I'm glad that you own that. That makes me happy because that tells me book club for Comics by Night in the future. So
I have a lot of issues that I didn't even realize I owned. I owned the third ever Luke Cage book.
Yep.
They ever made, and I didn't when did I buy this? And it's definitely going in the mural. I'll tell you that. But yep, this was right on my table. So I was like, well,
wait. What mural are we talking about here?
It's gonna be the mural for eventually when I
make the whole wall back there.
No, more like a door.
Oh, okay. I was like, geez,
more like a door.
He's gonna fill this wall up. Okay, that's amazing. All right.
Start out a door, but it'll eventually be the entire.
I mean,
eventually
Mark said one box.
Somewhere.
Mark said one decorative box, and look what happened to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Happens.
That's awesome. All right, great pick, Sam. That's amazing. Actually, that makes me really happy. Mr. Mark, what is your final top 3?
The final pick. We've got Dark Ride issue number 7. Not an exciting new issue, but still a very exciting issue. I'm loving this series. This one written by Joshua Williamson, who's doing the Night Terrors event, the main series. But this is just stays phenomenal. The gist of the whole story has just been it's kind of like an amusement park like Disneyland, but more horror themed. So it's called Devilland, and there's just all this mysterious stuff going on behind the scenes. And just every issue is just great. I really just love this series. Still digging it.
I need to get caught up on that. I have a couple more, and then I actually stopped collecting for a while, but I think I'm going to scoop it all up.
Yeah, man.
I thoroughly enjoyed issue 1. I was very entertained.
Mark, would you go on the Dark Ride?
I 100% would.
I don't know. If someone said you want to go to a park exclusively about spooky stuff, I'd be like, I don't know, man. Better be good.
Sleepy Reader's weighing in here. Sam, do the whole wall.
It wouldn't be hard to do. I can definitely find more issues.
Then you'll have to go to the ceiling.
Right.
Oh my god, that would I'd look like a crazy person if anybody went in here.
You'd be like, that's awesome. Well, my final book, and this is kind of a whale, but I'm so excited I got it. I picked up, and this is really for Comics by Night. I'm so giddy. I picked up, I'm going to cover up the price tag. I picked up the Monster Frankenstein issue 1.
Wow.
So this was amazing, and it was a little spendy, but I also had a ton of gift card ammo because we got some prints for the Armor event tomorrow, and so I paid for that myself, and then I got reimbursed by the store. So I technically spent the money, and then I spent the money through the gift card. So it was just like, oh, I'm saving money, so I'm going to get a book. But yeah, the Monster of Frankenstein, this is the original. I am so excited about this though, and it's just such a huge gem to add to my library of things to read coming up on Comics by Night, which is coming out this fall. So I'm very excited about that. Yes, Sleepy Reader, thank you. Mike Plug Frankenstein, that's right. I am so excited though, just to add that gem, and I've been holding on to it for a while, and I decided today's the day. So I did it. That was a tree to chop down. The rest of them are a little pricey still, but they're not 3 numbers long before the decimal. So it's just I wanted to take the biggest one out first, and I'll whittle it down.
That Werewolf by Night's still waiting for you, though.
So the story with that, just so everybody knows, the Werewolf by Night first appearance of Moon Knight is at our store. The problem is that thing is not a cheap date, and I can't. I have the facsimile, so functionality wise for my stream, I got what I need. Do I absolutely want it? You bet I do. But should I do it? I don't know if I should do it. I don't know. I'm going back and forth on it. The other thing that's special about it too is it is coming from a collection. One of our customers who had passed away actually turned me on to Marvel horror in general, and so it's more of like a preference or an honor piece to be able to own that because it was his copy. But financially, it's just like whoa. And this Frankenstein also was his, just to clarify. And so it means a lot. You know, I have some Dead of Nights as well, that old Dead of Nights that I have set aside. So I'll be getting some of that too. But I'm trying to just pace myself a little bit, knowing that I won't be reading a lot of this until early 2024 because of the volume of books I have to read for Comics by Night. So yes, so that is that. Well, boys, any other books you wanted to lift up that were just kind of burning a hole in your bag today? Anything that you're on fire about?
I don't like how much I'm slowly kind of investing into Night Terrors.
That's what I was gonna lift up too. I love Night Terrors.
It's been really fun, and it's so far I'm God, I was only gonna pick the heroes I've already reading, so I don't have to go overboard. But then they're but don't you want to know what the worst nightmare of this hero is? I'm that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. I want to see that. Yeah. I want to see what Wally West's what Flash is it? Do we know what Flash it is? Who is the Night Terror for Flash is?
I believe it should be Wally West. That's going to be the new series of Flash. Will be Wally West when it relaunches coming up here soon.
So yeah, I'm just very intrigued to see what they do with it. And the Batman one last week was great because it's they knew that a lot of it's been touched on stuff before. So they have Batman going Scarecrow's done a lot of this already. Find something new. And it's just dang, that's true. But then they throw some stuff in there that's yo, that's more recent. I like that. Yeah. Throwing more current traumas that would probably actually get Batman a rise. Because how many times has somebody used, your parents, they died. It's that against him.
Yeah.
Millions of times. So that was really good. And then they're we're going to keep making more of these for you. Don't you want them? I'm yeah, I do. So that'll probably be a giant block of books by the time I'm done.
Yo, I am excited to read the Poison Ivy one. I did get that, but I'm truly sticking to what I'm collecting. So if there's one for Nightwing, or if there already was one, I got it. Otherwise,
next week we'll have one. I think.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll get that one for sure. And then I am collecting the main book because of those blacklight covers, and they look really freaking cool. Also, there was a video I posted in a comic book look from Fat Moose Comics in Jersey. Sean, the shop owner, did this video where he has a blacklight staircase with all those posters like the Marvel ones. And then he started hanging up the DC covers. He was like, John, I'm calling you out here. You totally dig this, don't you? And I was like, yes, I do. So that's amazing. So it was kind of funny, but I'm glad that people are enjoying them for the awesome art that they are. So other than that, like I said, big things happening in Sioux Falls this week. Sam and I are just kind of buckling in at the shop, and we're just doing our best. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be exciting with the Emily Swallow, the armor, on deck with us. And then shout out again to 605 Pop Culture Con. If you're in the Sioux Falls area, swing on by the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Support a great cause. See a lot of awesome people. The team there's done a beautiful job with the event. So anything else you guys want to lift up on your side?
Be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice to people.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only other thing I do want to lift up is actually just on behalf of my efforts with Bamboo Panel Studios. So I am one of 4 people working on a comic book right now. If you guys are at all interested and want to follow along, please consider checking us out on Bamboo Panel Studios. This is our Facebook page right here. Give us a like, follow, whatever works best for you. We do post just lifting up our adventures, as well as we do slices of life that are, this last one is actually the artist, Ashley, myself doing the lettering, and Randy wrote it. And we are 3 of the 4 for our upcoming comic book. So you can kind of see us in action and see our style. And then down here, all 4 of us participated in this Father's Day one. So Steve Delasala is our colorist, and he actually colored it. So Ashley drew it, he colored it, I lettered it, Randy wrote it, which was really cool. So it's really fun just to see the whole team in action, but definitely check us out. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So definitely get connected that way. Our first book is looking to release this November. So we're very excited about that because that's literally right around the corner. It feels like with how fast this year is going. So yeah, I just wanted to plug that really quick.
The amount of work those 2 put into that is crazy. Like from an outside perspective, you think it's like, wow, they're moving pretty fast at this, but I imagine there's like a lot of work they're putting into this, which is very cool, and I'm very excited to get my hands on that book. Tell you that.
Yeah. And Sam is actually a part of project number 2, which is on the horizon too. So you'll see Sam's work and me giving a try at writing in an upcoming anthology. So more to come on that as well. And we'll be posting about that. And we are pushing at hopefully tabling at 2024 SuperCon as vendors. So that'll be super cool too. So Mark, you have to come out for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you a check or something to get all these books. I got to get Sport. I got to get the Bamboo stuff.
Oh, you need a spork? Yeah, I can get one for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Tom, and shout out to Tom, you guys. He couldn't be here tonight, but Tom is putting in work. He's already working on Spork issue 4. Tom is such a go-getter, and he just does a really great job. So definitely excited about that. Sleepy, I see you. Yes. Connect with us. Absolutely. With Bamboo Panel. We would love to. And Sleepy, if you have any shops in Oregon that you recommend I reach out to lift up our book, or if there's any zines that we want to advertise in that would be interested in us doing a 1-page contribution, let us know, because I love doing stuff like that too. And that's what we're talking about with Spork issue 3 was our first appearance technically in print. Was kind of a fun comic strip we put together. So Sleepy, if you have any connections that you want to lift up, definitely message me or throw them in the comments here, and I'm happy to follow up on those. So other than that, it's just a crazy dynamic time right now, you guys. It's getting spicy with Comics by Night. I have my second video shoot I got to get scheduled. The first one went amazing.
It was fun.
That was crazy. That I had comic books floating. I had a green glow cast on me. It was pretty stellar. And just got to give a shout out. Sam played a huge part in that because he not only put all the hooks up, but then helped line up all the fish line and stuff to have all the comic books fly too. I'm seeing if I can really quick find a picture because some of these are just so hilarious.
It was quite interesting to figure out what visible string went to what part of the other part of the invisible string. You can't see anything. It's quite
it was
something.
It was a hoot. I actually have the pictures here. Are you guys cool if I show some of these off?
Yeah,
really
let's
quick?
do it.
Let's go. All right. Let me see if this works. Here. There's Sam on a ladder.
Oh no.
There we go. Sam, get the focus. Shout out to, so this is Sam and Casey, you guys, from Screams from the Basement podcast. They used to do Backlot 605. They are directing this for me, shooting it and everything. And so I literally just do what they tell me to do. Alex from Wednesday Comics was there. So it was just kind of this fun star-studded event. There's me. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's fine. Those are the comics. So they were actually ripped covers from Returns on one side, and then my show logo on the other, wrapped in fish wire. There's me getting my hair did. So that's fun. We have lights, lots of lights, lots of fish line, as you can see, hanging from the ceiling. Fast forward here. Yep, there's me. Sam getting a knot.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
There's some great ones of Sam here. MacGyver on that fishing line. He's fixing it.
things put together. They had to untwine.
It was about a group of like 15 people that showed up to help out with this. It was amazing. Oh, here we go. We got the green light. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, I don't know what that expression is, but I'm here for it. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
Zombie-esque vibes going on there.
I love this color though and everything. And then it's me walking down the aisle, and Mark, here you go. You got the comics floating in the background.
Nice.
And all around me.
Pretty cool.
It was so funny, dude. It was the coolest thing I think I've ever done. So more to come on that.
We'll see the finished product in October, right?
We'll see the finished product in October. Floating World and Cosmic Monkey would carry it, I think. What? Oh, for your good book. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna really quick grab a pen and pad and jot that down. Thank you, Sleepy. Sorry, I was thinking of floating comics.
Rob Zombie vibes with the lighting and everything. Don't you see an album of, Rob Zombie's looking like this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like
got those vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the video shoot was just such a riot, you guys. So I mean, there's comics floating. Sleepy, I jotted those down. Thank you so much. Yeah, this really was fun. I'm not gonna go through everything, but I'll end on this one. It was just so fun. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. The next scene's gonna be even crazier, and I'm here for it. So it'll be a lot of fun. So more to come. God, if I could fly you out, I would absolutely fly you out to be a part of this in person. Just because I'm gonna have Tom and Sam. Hopefully Tom. I haven't talked to him yet. And Sam at the table. We're doing a legit dinner party with monsters and stuff. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's gonna be. So if you want to come out to Sioux Falls randomly, you should totally do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I might bug you about it. We'll see. Once we get a date, I'll help with your plane ticket. I don't care. I just think it would be hilarious. But you guys, there's so many exciting irons in the fire. And one thing I will say is that there's just so much talent going on in the community. So in addition to supporting your local comic shop, be sure to support your local artists, buy a book, get things signed, lift them up on social media, get the word out there, and just have fun with it, because there's so much good energy out there. Even doing this project and working with film buffs, which I'm not like a film buff by any means, but people that know what they're doing, directing this project. I love seeing their passion come to life, and it's just such a cool scene. And so just get involved with your community. That's my number one piece of advice: is support, get involved, learn something new, meet new people. Debbie's checking in with us here. Am I invited to dinner? Debbie, if you want to come to dinner, you have a seat at the table. I completely support. So Debbie is married to John, our store manager, and Debbie also works at Rainbow. It's Debbie 100% invited. So it'll be awesome. I just don't have a date yet. We're working on getting that scheduled right now. But I guess we should shut it down. Holy smokes, we went over. That's awesome. We did it. Without anything further, again, we are Rainbow Comics. We are sponsored by Rainbow Comics. We are a comic book look sponsored by Rainbow Comics. My brain is broken today. And like I said, if you're in the Sioux Falls area, stop by 42nd in Minnesota, say howdy, preferably Wednesday through Saturday, so you can say howdy to me and Sam, because Sam and I have the same schedule. And if you're in the Lincoln, Nebraska area, say hi to Taylor and team down there. We're happy to help you out with your comic book needs. On the socials, I am at John on Demand on the Twitters, on the Instagrams. If you're joining us on YouTube, connect with us in the Facebook group, A Comic Book Look. We'd love to continue the conversation there. Sam has his TikTok handle up there at Noelman12. Mark, I always F yours up. We have Mark C. Shelton 1 on Instagram, on Twitter. Dang it. Yeah. And then Mark is also part of the Facebook group too. And then you're on Instagram too, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so rocking and rolling on all the platforms there. And then Tom, who is not here with us, at Tom Stu Divine as well. Definitely get familiar. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, we love having guests and just learning about different people's, comic book preferences and experiences with them. And we love learning about you. So, Sleepy, I'm looking at you specifically. You're coming on the show at some point. I need my Sleepy reader fill for 2023. So we got to do it. But we'll go ahead and shut it down. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Excellent interaction in the comments tonight. Thank you guys so much. Boys, it's been a pleasure saving the world, and we'll do it again next week for sure. But in true comic book fashion, what do? We say we keep it comics, but then I pass it to Mark.
Back in the morning's never boring.
Boom. Peace. And we'll see you guys next time.
See
Bye-bye.
ya.